Hello, Divine One. Thank you for pressing play. Thank you for coming to co-create here with me, with us today. I really feel the rise of the Divine Feminine at this time. I'm feeling that it's almost like inspiration has struck. That's what I'm hearing in my mind's eye. That inspiration has struck, that something has awakened within you, but it's almost like it's been stirred awake. Does that make sense? It's something that has been awakening slowly. You can wake people in many, many ways. You can shake them awake, kind of gently rouse them would be the word, I think. So there is something so magical within you that if this message has found you, this is just confirmation of that which you already know. This is not a prediction. This is not telling you something that you don't know to be true within you, that the truth of you doesn't know to be true. So these messages will either feel, a 111, feel resonant for you, in which case it's for you, or it won't. That being said, you can choose whatever you want to be for you. That's one of the beautiful things. You can choose something of low vibration to be for you, right? And then your reality will reflect to you where you are not free, and you will eventually shift that. So you can choose to play in every paradigm. But Source, you are always going to call you higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. Free will is here so that you get to choose what you experience. You choose high vibration, you experience more and more high vibration. If you choose low vibration, you will experience low vibration. Source doesn't. Source is very equal, right? You get divinely compensated for every choice that you make. Every choice is a portal, and you are gifted abundance for every choice. It's interesting to think of something as uncomfortable as abundant. But if you see beyond the initial perspective, or the initial perspectives, right? And you see past the everything to the truth. You resonate with the truth. So when you see things from higher perspectives and you allow the separation to just simply fall away, like everything simply gets to be free, experiencing what they choose to experience. Okay, friends, I'm being told to take the cards out now. So if this resonates with you in any way, my name is Angela. I channel Source Consciousness daily through for you guys. And at this time, all I know is that Source is preparing you for greatness, is what I'm hearing. But it's more like the great work of you. Like you are a tapestry, and the last few bits of thread that are required for you to see, like what I'm hearing is the next puzzle piece, right? Because you cannot know everything. We're not here to know, we're here to play in the unknown. So, but this puzzle piece is almost in completion. Like it's almost at a point where you will be able to see. And when this occurs, I'm just hearing that it's like when this occurs, alchemy stirs. But when this occurs, that something is really, I see like a light being turned on, like, but as this switch gets flicked, there is so much. It's like a carnival opens up in the heart space. It's the best way I can describe what I'm seeing. Sorry for touching the mic there, friends. It's the best way that I can describe what I'm seeing, but it's like fun and magic and laughter and just magic. And think of it, I like the fun fair imagery. I like this carnival imagery, right? Because let's say you want that big teddy bear, and you have to play a whole bunch of games to get the tickets, you're still having so much fun earning the tickets that it doesn't really matter whether you get the bear. Yes, it's great if you do, but if you don't, and who knows, maybe somebody else will win the bear and give it to you. This is the fun carnival. It's the carnival of like alchemy, I guess. Yeah, it's because what I'm feeling is I'm feeling like your creative side light up. But I mean, it's always been alive. But I feel you taking inspired action. I feel you actually making your creations tangible. And if this message has found you, you are what I can only call the creators collective. We are all here to be channels of source consciousness. We are all here to co-create with source, and we are all called to create in some shape or form. Maybe it's writing a book, maybe it's perfecting a recipe, maybe it's writing a song. It doesn't have to, maybe it's knitting yourself a hat. It doesn't have to be big, it doesn't have to be complicated, it doesn't have to be difficult. You came here to do what is easy, and when you do what is easy, more and more will be shown to you, and then you will be ready for the more and more. So right now you are being called to choose what is easy and not to get tripped up in the mind space of making things more complicated than they need to be. Okay, so for whomever that was for. Okay, I'm going to take the cards out now. If this calls to you, I urge you to please ground yourself in this magical now with your breath. Breathing in through your nose to capacity and holding for a moment or two at your heart space, at the source of you, before fully surrendering on your exhale. Okay. Opening to receive with your inhales, softening and surrendering to the now with your exhales. Okay, I'm being told to stop there. So, top energy of the one deck is the Empress. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so very much confirming this birthing of something new into the world, of birthing something new into the world. This is a beautiful, beautiful confirmation of that. So I do feel that at this time, the divine feminine is really ready to play. Okay, we have, let me just see, we have quite a few cards here. We have the Chariot, we have the Death, we have the Devil, we have the Ten of Wands. These cards came out together. I'm going to read those together. Beautiful, and this whole reading is beautiful. Okay, the two cards are face down. Really interesting. We had this exact card combination the last time I used this deck for this collective. I've used it, it's been used between, but the last time I used it for this collective, if I recall, we had this exact imagery, these exact cards. And I'm feeling the same energy there where you are rescuing yourself, but not in the way that you thought. And assistance and everything is coming, not in the way that you thought. And it's not even assistance because it's you assisting yourself, you trusting yourself, you answering the call of the now. Okay. These two cards that are face down, I'm being told it's something to be uncovered, something for you to uncover. Interesting, really interesting. We have the moon and we have the world. I'm getting such chills here. It's so beautiful. Something for you to uncover, right? That's what Source was saying. That's what your guides, that's what you wanted you to hear before seeing these cards. Now, the moon, if you know tarot, illuminates. The moon allows us to see that which we need to see to get ready for alchemy. Okay. The moon is also sort of very close to where the world is, right? The moon is 18, the world is 21. So the world being the last card of the tarot. So what I'm feeling here is in all that is being brought up for alchemy, all that is being illuminated at this time, the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, but it's all beautiful. It's all magic. This is kind of where you step into really, really creator mode. This is where you step into creator mode. Yes, your alchemy is wild awake, and I'm hearing wild awake because it is ready. It's ready to be used in its entirety. And I'm going to get to those 4 cards because that's what's coming up through that. That's what's coming up there, that your alchemy needs to be used in its entirety. And then I'm going to speak about those cards. Those cards will relate to that in some way or form. So you're stepping into creator mode. And it is like through all that is illuminated within you in this moon phase, right? And this is really interesting. If I'm not mistaken, today is Capricorn new moon. It's either full moon or it's new moon, one of the two. Okay, so in this new moon cycle, 11/11 as this is coming through, in this new moon cycle, everything is going to be illuminated to you. Everything, 9111, everything is going to be illuminated to you. All the ways that you are not choosing you, all the ways that you are not free. This is divine compensation. This is not punishment, right? Often we see negative things as punishment, but all because firstly we see them as negative. So we put them in a box. We've labeled them as something that we don't like, something that is bad, right? But we are being called to experience things, to experience everything, and to allow and to alchemize. So in this time of illumination, and it really is the illumination of you, right? It's all that is not true about you being illuminated, so that the truth of you is illuminated more and more and more, to the point that it's like a cascade of fireworks in the sky. So undeniable. You in your truth, pure magic. Pure magic. I don't know what you're going to do. I don't know what you're here to co-create with Source. I don't know. But what I feel is beautiful. The truth of you is beautiful, and it's here now. So in this new moon phase, you might experience some discomfort. You might experience some difficulty. You might experience some grief. This is all for you to step out of the paradigms that are no longer for you, right? It's like you've been playing here and now you're being called to play here. And what I'm also loving with the imagery of this card is it can kind of be seen 2 ways. Well, for me, as a crescent moon, almost as like an eclipse coming in. So this eclipse that's coming in, this temporary darkness, this temporary darkness, it's there for you to experience, so that the truth of you will remember. Like the truth of you knows, but the truth of you, your human will remember more and more of its truth, of your truth. Because you didn't come here to play in the darkness. You came here to play in the light. You came here, you are light. So in this time of darkness, or it's like seemingly dark, right? Like an eclipse, it's seemingly dark if you choose to perceive it that way, 144, but it's not dark at all if you choose to just see it for what it is, a temporary abstraction of the moon, a temporary abstraction of light. But it is in darkness shapes light. For instance, darkness shapes light. Light is shaped by darkness. In order for us to see light, there has to be dark. In order for us to see dark, there has to be light. Right? They cannot exist without the other. And they are both beautiful. 2, 3, 4. We were just told that we fell asleep. So we thought that anything uncomfortable was uncomfortable. And that was the paradigm we used to play in. Right? And it was a necessary paradigm for us to play in so that we could wake up to the truth. And now that you are awake, you can experience this in a whole new way. And this is why I feel that this moon phase, it takes you to the final card in the major arcana of the tarot, to the world, to where you step into creator mode, where you step into the role that you came here to play, right? Because you are the celebrity. You are a celebrity. You are a celebrity of New Earth in all dimensions, right? Even this one, whether you are aware of it or not. And this is coming through again. It's not a new message, but it's coming through to remind you of you are the only one that can go off script. You are the only one that can do anything differently. You are the only one that can change anything, and you don't do it by action. If you feel called to, yes, but you don't plan. There's no planning, there's no problem solving, there's no fixing. Everything is perfect. You are perfect. You designed yourself perfectly. And you are here now to simply be the perfect you that you are, as you are. Anything else is for alchemy and for you to use to remember the truth of you more and more, right? Anything that is fear, anything that stops you from doing something that you choose to do, that you desire to do, is something for alchemy. It's something that is holding you back, and it's because you are allowing it to. And there is no shame, blame, or guilt or judgment in any paradigm that you play in, because you get to call yourself back from that paradigm when you remember or see that you're playing in a paradigm that is not for you. You get to call yourself back. You get to catch yourself. You get to go, I don't think that way anymore. I don't need to be that way anymore. That was old earth me. I'm here now. Okay. You don't need to feel bad. There's nothing to ever feel bad about. Everything is always perfect. If you did it, if it happened, it's perfect. Move on. That may sound so harsh to your human because of the stories, because of the feelings, because of the attachments. But this is what you are stepping. So you can't step away from it, right? Because it'll always be a lens that you can look through. You are moving to a higher perspective. You can always jump back down to that perspective. It's there. But you are moving beyond that. So while you can play in that paradigm and see things from that perspective, the truth of you and all of you is really being called higher and higher and higher, and seeing in that, choosing to see from that perspective will not be comfortable for you. It's like wearing an uncomfortable pair of glasses that are too big, they fall off, right? Yes, it might give you something that you need in the now, might give you some temporary assistance or whatever, but it's annoying. It's like, is this really worth it? Okay, so is it really worth playing in perspectives that you know are no longer for you? Okay, we have the Chariot, the Ten of Wands, the Devil, and Death. So I really love this. I love this energy. I love this reading. I love everything. I mean, I always love the readings, but I just really feel that something is coming to an end for you. Something is really shifting. Being called to that cat, it's like you are now at a point where if you were to trip over that cat, you wouldn't be angry with the cat. You would be like, oh, okay. This is where I feel you anchoring into like if you were a boat and you were sailing around trying to find the perfect place for you at this juncture, at this time, like you'd see this place and be like, I'm dropping anchor here. Here is where I'm dropping anchor. Here is where I want to experience magic for a while. And this is really what it is. The cat is experiencing its magic and its journey and its everything, and you are experiencing yours, and you've gathered all your tools with this Ten of Wands, and you're going places, you're going somewhere, you're going to the door to your heaven on earth, although it's actually going to fly and find you, right? There is no really doing, but here, this is where you step into, right? It's the ending that, how do I put this? It's like what I'm feeling in this 10 of Wands is that there is an ending to resistance. But this resistance goes across the board. So it's a resistance to channeling with source. It's a resistance to self. It's a resistance to other expressions of source consciousness. It's all of that resistance gone. No more resistance. And that's very much what I'm feeling here. So if you were to be tripped by this cat, you'd be like, hey, kitty cat, why'd you do that? You want to play? Okay, let's play for a little bit. And then I'll be on my way. A whole new way of seeing and experiencing and being. And you're there. Like what I'm seeing in my mind's eyes, like you're embracing this. I don't know, I just see something being embraced. Okay. I think it's going to be different for everyone, which is why I can't even begin to give you an idea of what you are embracing, but I do see like an embrace, like you are embracing, maybe you're embracing yourself. Maybe that is for some of you, like you're embracing all of you. And that is very much what the moon card is speaking about, right? It's embracing all of you and loving and accepting all of you, all parts of self. Knowing that everything is necessary for you to be here and now the way that you are. So I'm hearing again, like as you free yourself, you free the world. And this is true, right? You're a superhero. Your frequency is your superpower. And you came here to free yourself and raise the earth's vibration and free those that still play in old paradigms. But you don't do it by telling, you don't do it by doing, you do it by being you. And this is just happening so quickly. It's like what I'm seeing here, the umbrella gets lifted, right? And this devil card, just looking at the imagery here, it's like you can't see his legs. It's like you begin to see things differently, and whatever was fearful is something that you no longer fear. You step into, I'm feeling this beautiful light warrior energy. Like you step into you. I am more. I am more. That's what I'm hearing here with this devil card. Okay, so this big ending, right? This big ending, and it's liberating. It's liberating for you, for everyone. Like it's like you are the balloon and you have placed the world in your balloon, your universe, your world, and everyone in it. And as you allow density, like you drop out a sandbag, you allow the density to fall away through your alchemy. You raise the balloon and you raise Earth's vibration. And this is very much you co-creating with Source. You are here to create. If this message has found you, you're here to create. I'm being told to take a card from this deck, the Divine Feminine. I will read from the book, most likely. Okay, let's see. I'm going to pull here on this Eight of Swords, Knight of Swords combination, where I do feel liberation, right? It's very much confirmed this true liberation. But I just want to see if there's some insight for you guys. Okay. As the Knight of Swords, because this is you freeing yourself. This is you shifting perspectives, right? Swords is about the mind, which is air. Air moves. You can change perspectives in a moment, in a second, should you choose to. Zhao Xijing, the mystic of peace. I am peace. When my mind is clear, the way is clear. Okay. I'm going to use the index here. This book has got a lot of pages. And I do not know. Oh, interesting, friends. I don't know if she's the last one, but she's the last one on this page. You can see over there. And for me, that is kind of resonant with the world, right? This very much this ending of like an era, kind of like old Earth, right? Okay, 158. Let's see what's here for you. Okay. Hopefully I'm pronouncing her name correctly. Zhao, no, I'm not even saying it the way that I did in my Mandarin. I actually lived in Shanghai for a while. I used to be able to read Chinese names really well. Um, Zhao Xijing embodies the unwavering tranquility that exists deep beneath the turbulence of our daily thoughts. She was a 12th century Taoist, mystic, and poet. The night before her son's birth, she had a dream that she was immersed in red mist. This is a very auspicious sign in Chinese culture. The title given to her as master was Free Human of Mystic Peace. The emphasis in her poetry was the power inherent in stillness. When your soul selects her card, Albert Einstein reportedly said that we cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. Clarity only comes from clarity. There is a peace and calm that exists far beneath the constant banter most of us listen to all day within our minds. I feel like I skipped. Oh no. Jungian author Clarissa Pinkola calls it the river beneath the river. It's the steady flow of the universal life force that wants us to reach our goal if we can only get still enough to merge with it. Wu Wei in Taoism translates as doing nothing. It's a sacred feminine art of trusting the force of life that exists within us all. She mastered this spiritual practice by calming her mind and experiencing the still center that's at the eye of every storm. Zhao is a call for us to be still, to do nothing other than shift our awareness, come out of the current state of mind we're in before making any moves or decisions. She reminds us that we only want to take action when what is moving us is the force of love at the heart of everything. Okay, beautiful divine ones, I'm being told to stop right there. Have a beautiful, magical now. Thank you for co-creating this message with me. Thank you for your comments, for your energy, really, and for anchoring the light in the way that you are at this time. Thank you. Have a beautiful, magical now. Bye-bye.